Greetings, folks. I'm Dan Mack.
I'm Chris Mack.
And I'm Pete.
And it is Tamallica.
Tamallica!
That's where the logo goes. Smoke bomb. For those who don't know what Tamallica is, it's something that we made up, so you won't know what it is.
Well, actually,
we're recording this on Friday, November. It's not February.
Yeah.
Friday, November
Wow,
18th.
buddy.
Friday, November 18th, 2016, which is the release date for the new Metallica album, an album that we have been
anxiously waiting for.
On and off the fence about. And I believe it was you, Chris, who decided that we were going to do the listening party. And then you followed up by saying...
It was actually Pete's idea. Yeah, it was Pete's idea. And then I said...
Then
I turned to Tamallica because it's tamales and Metallica. Tamallica. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but I think Pete was anticipating listening to the vinyl version.
Well, yes, but, found out that the place called CD Exchange doesn't actually carry vinyl. So,
like all of them don't, or just...
I don't know. It's because the one the Colonnade does. Like they have a
the
small
one
vinyl.
Wurzbach does too. They have vinyls.
That's the Colonnade one.
Oh, okay, yeah. You're right. You're absolutely right.
So yeah, this one didn't. The one on Bitters doesn't have vinyl. Yeah. So
it
gotta
sucks
wait.
to be you.
Yeah, but at least I knew that this was gonna happen.
We were expecting to feel the warmth of the vinyl sound.
Oh Jesus!
How are we going to do that? Bring us.
I just bring my record player, my stereos.
I have my record player. All you gotta do is plug it into the
Well, seeing that you brought all this equipment, I think it would have been that big a deal.
This equipment's staying here for a few days.
Which is perfectly fine. As you can see, I have plenty of space in this place.
Yeah. So, after Pete suggested that we do a listening party for the album, Chris suggested we throw tamales in, and it became Tamallica. Because tamales, we're in San Antonio. It's the thing to do. Shut up.
It's that time of year.
It's also that time of year.
It's the only thing to do this time of year.
Pat, tamales.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure when Pete first told us about the fact that this time of year is tamale, it started off like a Christmas story, It's kind of faded into like the snow coming down and everything. Of course, there's no snow here in San Antonio. There's fucking hail.
Hail in April.
There's just a snowman in a field that is not anywhere like near snow. It's stuff like that.
And then I took them to actually go get tamales because once you start talking about it, you have to have them.
Well, yeah.
So
I just remember you making that turn. You said tamales, right? Like I didn't know you were serious.
That's the thing. I don't know what you all expected.
So we are now going to sit here and actually listen to the album and give our live reaction. But before we go into it, now that we actually have it in front of us firsthand, let's talk about the packaging and artwork. I had tried to defend it on the podcast previously. I was told I was an idiot. I realize now that I was in fact an idiot because I do hate this up close.
Yeah.
I know that this version that we have here is a 3-disc version. I know the 2-disc version has the, for lack of a better term, the original cover that was, the unveiling.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make it any better. And the fact that like the entire inside, like all the artwork is just these pictures, it's a little hard to swallow.
What I do like though is that they put all the lyrics in again. Not just like snippets of the lyrics in the liner notes.
I think they've been doing that since Saint Anger, the time that you don't want.
Well, I don't remember Death Magnetic offhand if they did that or not. I just remember they did.
Yeah, they did.
Okay, well.
Yeah, because I know that like Load and Reload they had the handwritten ones.
The handwritten snippets of notes.
Yeah,
of lyrics,
not
the whole thing.
Saint Anger into Death Magnetic. I don't know about Lulu because who the fuck has Lulu, honestly. But they were full print in there. So. Actually, I was reading through some of the lyrics, and I was like, I was actually kind of okay, especially with like "Moth into Flame" because I was listening to the song earlier. I was like, this is actually better than what I've seen from Metallica in a while.
Well,
so
we might as well just go right to your first track then.
Yeah, let's go right into it because I need to finish this tamale, and I need a reason to shut up for 3.5 minutes.
All right, here we go. We're going with Hardwired.
The way I view this is like the band just rushed into the studio and like whoever got to play first got to start off the album, and it's Lars is pushing everybody out of the way, going me.
Of course, it was Lars.
It's still bad.
To tell you the truth, though, is like everything else about the song is perfectly fine, except the chorus.
Yeah,
I guess.
I mean, again, it still sounds like a throwaway from Death Magnetic. but
It does.
It's not necessarily a bad thing.
No.
Because depending on how the rest of the album plays out, this could be like a, hey, this is like the transition.
And this is also like the opening track. Just knock it out. It's like the shortest one they got on the album. So
Yeah.
you can actually hear Robert Trujillo on this one. He's playing what the guitars are playing, but you actually hear the bass in it. It's not like Injustice for All. Stressing that.
Yeah.
We're really trying to penetrate you with that one.
Shut the fuck up. Pause.
Sorry. Got it.
So, like, one of the first things, like, one of the first criticisms, like, when that track came out were the drums, right? I mean, and listening to it right now, I cannot help but think that that was way too fucking loud. Like,
I was thinking the same thing, especially at the very end there.
Yeah.
Like the cymbals were really loud, and then of course his snare drum sound has improved since Saint Anger, but you know it's still like right up in your grill.
What I was listening to the third disc earlier, and you know, Lords of Summer was a more recent track that they recorded studio wise, and I was actually happy with the way they produced that one, you know, because the mix was okay. The mix was good, mix was good comparatively, awesome compared to the older stuff, because the last two albums they've had have had really bad production. So something even in the middle is good. Yes, the drums are too loud here, but considering the fact that they're not like loud as they were on Death Magnetic or that stupid snare, I'm a little bit more okay with letting that one go.
I think for this particular track, I think the drums are the driving force. Like I think like you said, this is like first person in the studio gets to make the song.
Yes,
and
Yeah.
it runs up.
Definitely.
Because when we first heard this track, it's really just the driving force behind the start of the album.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we heard other tracks that came out before we heard the album, there's a little bit more guitar harmonies in there that I think are more of the forefront, which we should already be able to hear at least starting with the next track.
Yeah. Regardless, though, still kind of like a forgettable track. I mean, I'll say it sounds like a Death Magnetic throwaway.
I'm glad they started the album with it though.
Yeah.
Get it out of the way.
Yeah.
I mean, and again, it may just be what it, and that's maybe what it's meant to be. It's like a, hey, here's how the sound was previously. Here's where we're going.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
It's enough to kind of pique your interest, but then if the whole album was like that, I
Yeah.
wouldn't care. I just, yeah.
Let's go on to the next one.
Next one is Atlas Rise, which is the last single that came out before they released all their goddamn music videos that I refused to watch until we got the record.
Yes.
Which
Same
now
here.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch all those fucking
Oh,
videos now.
Before we say anything, I was saying this before. This is the first time in my entire life of listening to music when I've had the capability of downloading or hearing things early that I've actually held off for the sake of doing this, and I'm fucking angry about it.
Dude, my hand was shaking for the last 3 days.
Yeah, because like I'm sitting here saying like, oh yeah, the album's gonna leak, and they're like, oh by the way, we're gonna release the entire fucking
Yeah.
thing online. So here you go.
You
Not
gotta
only
give them credit for that though. That was like, look, it's gonna happen, so fuck it here.
They only not only
Smack
did
you with
that,
their dick.
they did a video for every song, and then after that, they just streamed the rest of they just streamed the whole album as it was. Fucking motherfuckers made it so hard.
These motherfuckers sued Napster, and now this.
Yeah, Dan, Napster bad clip. Go.
Hey, wait. Here's a funny, interesting clip that's going to come up on the podcast, but might as well mention it here. Metallica's entire catalog is now back on Napster for real, because they are a legal streaming service.
Napster. Yeah, that I figured.
So they're back on Napster after 17 years. They're back on it.
Because
That's,
it's a way to make more
Yeah.
sales, more
Yeah.
money.
That's irony on a number of different levels. One, that Napster exists again, and then that.
Well, apparently, when I read the article, Napster was bought out by Rhapsody, and then they changed the name to just Napster, because it was known as Rhapsody here, and it was known as Napster outside of the U.S. And then they just kind of, when Rhapsody bought it, they just changed it to all Napster, because I guess that's the most recognizable name.
And then they split off into Rhapsody of Fire and
Well, and the other thing about it is that they only have about 3.5 million subscribers. Where if you compare it to like Spotify and Apple Music, who have like 100 million subscribers, they really are small change.
Yeah.
In comparison.
Look, is Metallica stuff available on Spotify? It's got to be.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, because they actually had Hardwired on the featured list today.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Atlas Rise.
Atlas Rise. This is the part I like.
yeah,
Is the chorus, because it does. When I initially read the comments when this first song came out, they compared a lot of it to Iron Maiden.
Hollow Be Thy
This
Name.
part
It
here,
does.
and then
Definitely
later
sounds
on, it certainly does sound a lot like Iron Maiden.
And honestly, for them right now, like them stepping away from thrash and just doing more melodic stuff would definitely not hurt them at all.
yeah.
No, definitely not.
And by melodic, I don't mean like radio-friendly rock from Black Album on.
No, more like their
Just classic heavy metal.
rainbow cover.
Yeah. Like this, straight up,
Oh yeah,
Iron Maiden.
that's-
Oh, yeah.
that's so good.
The thing is, that's what Metallica really did well, like especially with Master of Puppets.
Yeah.
They did a lot of really great guitar harmonies, and when they kind of
so good.
when they strayed away from that, it just kind of like ruined their whole thing. Like shit, like this is fucking great.
Yeah. This plus vocal layering is like a winning formula for them.
Yeah. This is the only thing I don't like. This song should have ended about a minute ago. They just keep on adding riffs and riffs and riffs. They do this since Death Magnetic. Like
They
the
do
song
that
should have
since-
ended a while ago.
They did that since Saint
Yeah.
Anger. Saint Anger
That's what I
was-
meant, Saint Anger.
Because Saint Anger was overly long.
So I think one of the things we talked about was like, leading up to this album, what of their other albums would like maybe rise in the charts? And I said, And Justice for All, just because like the opening of this track, there's a bit of a mix of like I feel Dyer's Eve and like Harvester of Sorrow, just the way it opens.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would figure Injustice for All because it's probably one of the better albums.
Well, yeah, but
The track is still good. I still feel it is second to Moth into Flame as far as the three that got released already. Listening to it earlier today and then again now, really absorbing the guitar harmonies, it is something that if they start making music more often, which may never happen, that is something they need to capitalize on. It's like, stop trying to sound heavy and just sound awesome. And vocal harmonies, guitar harmonies, awesome.
I think one of the things I read about this record in particular is that it went back to simply being Hetfield and Ulrich writing this record.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think Kirk Hammett had any real input in it, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you want to look at it. Because the fact of the matter is, it sounds like what they were writing back with, like, Master of Puppets and Ride the Lightning, which is all Ulrich and Hetfield, Little Mustaine. So
Just imagine a very tiny Dave Mustaine. A little bit of Mustaine.
ain't even a Mustaine. So I think just letting Hetfield loose is definitely beneficial. The way I see the Ulrich always had more to do with arranging where how the songs like were set up. I think the ending parts are probably a little bit more the overindulgence of Lars Ulrich. Mm-hmm. But we'll see how the rest of the album plays out. I think this is a great transition track from the first track into like what the rest of the album is going to sound like.
Yeah, because like on this one, the drums don't sound as loud as the first one.
Yeah,
No,
and
they
like
don't.
I said, I think it's because they're focusing more on the guitar harmonies on this one.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm hoping that stays the way it is.
Yeah.
You know?
All right. So up next, we got a track that none of us have heard,
Yep.
and that is called "Now That We're Dead."
This is the part where we start getting into the title.
Track titles.
The track titles that I'm not crazy about. Like,
Yeah.
we get into some bad ones later, but
Well,
we'll cross that bridge.
yeah, we'll cross that bridge when
yeah,
we come to
maybe
it.
the song itself will redeem it, and I'll get into more understanding, like contextually, as to why it's called that.
All I know is that when they were releasing these videos, there's been a lot of positive feedback just on the songs, even without the videos.
Mm-hmm.
I think this was one of them too. But we'll see. Here we go.
Oh, life, I'm gonna give it up.
I was gonna say there's definitely a little Judas Priest going on here.
If you think I'll sit around now.
I would love to hear Hetfield cover fucking Judas Priest.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
Oh, this is definitely the live song right here. This is the.
Oh yeah, this is the hey everybody clap or I'm gonna come out.
Oh
there.
yeah, this is it.
So far, like this riff does sound like something out of Death Magnetic, but the production value makes it sound better. Like this sounds like Cyanide, but better
And slower. But my problem here is, we're coming up across a minute and a half. And they haven't said a goddamn word yet, and the riff's great, but we need some more to it. Again, you can hear Robert Trujillo holding down the low end on this one. I fucking love it.
Yeah, I think I can actually feel it in the floorboards.
Yeah.
If this had a little bit more of the vocal harmonies we were talking about, that would be close to a Megadeth track right there. That's kind of that chorus they got going on.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Huh.
Had a moment of sounding like Contra for a second. Like, really quick.
This sounds like a load track.
I don't know about that.
You didn't.
The solo does. It sounds a little bit more
Well,
bluesy
yeah.
than
I mean-
anything else.
So far, I feel like all of his solos have been like that. Like he just hasn't strayed from it.
Yeah.
Well, it's like someone just gave Kirk the wah pedal, and it's like, I'm not giving it back to you. Sorry. It's fine.
Well, like they left him out of like the writing process, and were like, look, just do what you always do here. And, like,
It seems to work.
I mean, he's comfortable with it. It's fine.
People seem to think you're a good guitar player, so just do what you're gonna do, buddy. Go for
Well, he
it.
tried on that new
That's-
Converse shoe. Have you seen that with the wah pedal built inside? Oh, dude.
I have not heard anything about that.
There was when that came out, I think there was a picture of Kirk Hammett heavy breathing.
Now let's see how long this part lasts.
I was gonna say, God, it just should have ended already.
Digga, 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 digga.
Okay. That chorus was really, really strong.
Yeah,
That
that's yeah.
That was an unnecessarily long intro, and that dugga dugga is just fuck off with that. Like,
Well, we're looking at 6 minutes and 56 seconds here, and I think that could have been like more like 4:30.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tell you the truth, because we, like I said, we got through like almost a minute and 45 seconds without a single word being sung, and the same riff over and over again. I think we could have done without that.
I mean, like you said when we started it, that is gonna be the live song.
Oh, most
You
certainly.
can
Yeah.
extend that live.
Oh yeah,
But for a studio thing, you gotta
Yeah.
shorten it down, especially for a band like Metallica. You gotta lay the cards on the table, and you gotta get it out there fast.
especially like people are watching this, and I think it's going to be a little too. It's a good song. I liked it.
Yeah, I really like that song.
The fact of the matter is that so far I haven't really heard anything I hated.
yeah, no.
And the fact is that when I put my headphones on, I know the fact I'm just gonna love this record once I put it on my headphones. Once I get a pair of weights in my hands, it's gonna be fucking over. So,
Well,
but so far I think it's actually I like the way it's moving along too. Like it opened up with that Hardwired track really fast in your face, then go into more of the technical side. Then this track was more of the hard rock, arena rock side, because they know they're gonna be playing to thousands of people.
Well, it's kind of the way that they used to pace some of their albums.
Yeah,
Because they start off with the fast hard hitter, Hardwired. You go into the one that's like longer, much more heavy in the melodic area, into like the
the plotting heavier
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
like definitely down tuned, definitely a little bit more chuggy.
this wasn't the thing that could not that should not be. So it wasn't that slow, but it still had a slower pace. Like a devil's dance, a little bit faster
Yeah,
than that.
yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah.
So it's following their standard formula up to this point. But we know that the next track is not going to be the ballad.
No,
no,
definitely
so-
not. Thank God.
Thank God for this one.
And
Like,
the fact of the matter is, the next track is so far of what we heard, all of our favorite tracks, and that is
Absolutely.
Moth into Flame. So let's just get right into that.
yes.
Just that opening, right there.
Perfect. Next track.
Next song.
The first time when they released the video for this, it was like the end of Hardwired on the TV, and then it went into this. I'm like, holy fuck, this is gonna be great. On this song, Hetfield's vocals are fucking incredible.
Goddamn.
Fucking awesome.
The thing about like most of this track is that its verses sounds like a slower version of that really fast part in Four Horsemen, and I think that's what the allure is.
All right,
This
shut
is
up.
the allure right here.
Shut up because the vocal layering is coming up. So.
Yes. Everybody shut up, vocal layering. Caution. You know, even like the layering of that part isn't terribly strong, but
It works.
for Metallica it works well.
Fucking works.
So I can say that.
And the funny thing about that is that when after this song came out, they performed it on one of the late night shows, and they didn't lose anything because Trujillo's doing backup vocals on it, and it sounds fucking great live. Damn.
It's like
Yes, Dan.
perfectly paced, perfectly timed. That's perfect. That's
Yeah,
a
that
perfect
is a
song.
great
That is a
Metallica
perfect
song.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Man. I remember when the video first came out, I just watched it on my phone, and I was like, this is the greatest thing. I just watched it over and over and over
People
again.
like freak the fuck out on the internet. Like the YouTube comments couldn't handle it. You know.
Like, I know that when Death Magnetic came out, we kind of had a similar reaction, but I feel like after being burned a couple of times by Metallica, like I would hope that we're a little bit more able to determine when they're awesome, and this is pretty fucking awesome. Yeah. This intermission is brought to you by Steel Reserve. Endorse us, you motherfuckers.
Tamales. By the way, non-alcoholic beer. Please make sure that this is in there.
Oh, yeah.
Because I am not a drinker. Non-alcoholic beer.
Buckler, it says?
Yeah, Buckler.
Buckler.
Non-alcoholic. Imported from Holland. It's actually really good.
Holland.
Yeah.
You know what though?
Oh, shit.
If we can get an endorsement from them, we can go to Holland and hang out with fucking Ari and Lucassen. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
You'll be-
All right, anyway, you had 2 points to bring up, actually.
Okay, so 2 points I had to bring up. One, again, I was listening to the song earlier. I was looking at the lyrics, and I've had a lot of issue with Metallica lyrics in the last few years, and you know, Hardwired was a pretty rough one to swallow. But I'm liking some of the lyrical content of this album, in particular this song, because this kind of takes what they were trying to do with Memory Remains and makes it actually better. Because it's basically about, you know, for lack of a better term, the hardships of fame. Mm-hmm. So I like that they're getting a little bit better lyrically.
A little deeper.
Yeah, not so much introspective, you know. It's not just like half of a sentence done 4 or 5 times, and then they go into a chorus that is like half a sentence on its own, and it just doesn't mean very much.
It's not like my lifestyle determines my death style.
Fuck.
I am madly in anger with you for bringing that up.
Because we listened to it. I think you had mentioned that like the first time that you had listened to that album was like in a car or something, right?
What, St. Anger?
Yeah.
I probably wasn't even driving at that point, but either way.
Oh, I remember like we were sitting in my friend's truck listening to that, and that fucking track came on. I was like, "What the hell happened? This is not the band that I grew up liking." I don't know. It's,
Fran tick 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 tock.
Dick
I've
Doc.
never thrown like a CD or anything out the window of a car, but I almost did.
Invisible
that day.
Kid
Like,
got stuck where he hid.
Oh my god, that was the worst.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
bad.
The lyrical content has gotten significantly better, which is great. The second one, which I unfortunately didn't get to mention during the Atlas Rise segment because it actually has to do with their video. It gives me a good glimpse of what I'm going to look like in about 10 years because you see Lars bald with that beard. That's me in 10 years. Like once I start growing gray, that's me.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very, very true.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
All right.
Digga.
Yeah, those videos definitely have an excessive amount of Lars in them.
Especially the Lars face when he's drumming.
I'm pretty sure Metallica has an excessive amount of Lars.
Yeah, have you noticed for the last 33 years?
Yeah.
Well, fucking Metallica. I need to rewatch those videos now. All the Camp Chaos videos.
All right, so we haven't heard anything else from the rest of this record. So this is all going to be honest to God, genuine opinions.
Yeah, you guys should have saved the fajitas for later when you need to comfort eat, just in case.
There's plenty of fajitas left, and there's tamales, okay? And there's mango.
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is that
Go
thing?
get mango.
Dude, we got some fucking fruit. Cocktail.
I'm somebody's bitch.
Give me your cocktail. Fruit. All right, anyway. So, next track here on disc 1 is Dream No More. Here we go. Sad but true.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was actually waiting for the bass line for one of those Rage songs to come in. I can't remember what song it was.
Killing in the name.
That's it.
Oh, fuck. I like that riff.
Speaking of Devil's Dance,
Right?
like,
You just mentioned that song, too.
yeah, this is definitely sad but true. That kind of slower groove.
Even to a lesser extent, Minus Human from when they did
Oh yeah,
S&M.
That's another one.
Oh yeah. Is that?
That's true. That's Hetfield. He does all the vocals according to the liner notes here.
It sounds like Metallica doing an Avenged Sevenfold song, doing a Metallica song.
Wow.
That's really bizarre.
It's not bad at all, though.
I love the vocals here. It sounds great.
It's interesting, yeah. And like, there's something I feel like I can relate it to, but I can't.
It's another Metallica song that sounds like this. I want to say it's like Ronnie or something off a Load.
Just got better.
Wow. That. Yeah.
Yeah, it just got
Now I'm
better.
soloing this fucking song.
I like that one.
It was good. It was a bit bizarre at first, but with that little middle part there, it kind of sold me on it. So.
It's definitely something straight out of Load Reload, like
Yeah.
somewhere between. Like I kind of got like a little bit of the Slither from Reload,
Uh-huh.
a little bit of that, and did some Devil's Dance in there, but still, like, what I'm getting so far from the first 5 tracks is like Metallica is embracing their catalog and saying we can kind of go back to any of this, and it might all sound really good together because they've touched on Death Magnetic, they touched on Justice for All. This kind of hits the mid area, low reload stuff, so they can kind of hit all those markers and still have it all sound good.
Yeah, they're hitting the best parts of those records. Is what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like that one is like we talked about their normal formula for pacing. This is like that slow plodding song that we talked about. This is the thing that should not be, or
Well, the way that their albums go and later on, the track they kind of already have set the whole balance of things as far as track 4 usually is their
the ballad,
ballad.
yeah.
So they threw that out the window. But track 5 on a lot of their albums, talking about King Nothing, Better Than You, kind of in a way, and what's track 5 on Black Album? Wherever I May Roam.
Wasn't it back? No.
Wherever I May Roam, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a little bit the mid-paced, like not as slow and plodding as the third one, but still a little bit of the slower pace, and that's what this song is. So they're kind of hitting their mark with how they've normally set up albums in the past.
Yeah.
As like before Saint Anger. So like. Incidentally, they're on point. If Lars is the one setting up this stuff, he's kind of realized, oh shit, we fucked it up in the last time. So let's try this again. Those vocals are just different.
yeah,
Yeah.
I liked them.
Yeah.
I liked them because it sounded like he was trying not to scream at you, more like actually sing.
Yeah.
So it felt like he wasn't straining because Hetfield's voice isn't exactly as good as it used to be.
I actually feel like from listening to one of the earlier tracks we heard, I can't remember which one I had this thought on, but also if you listen to track 3, When a Blind Man Cries, like it feels like as he's hit this point and gotten a little bit older, his voice has gotten higher. Like he's trying to sing higher, maybe easier for him at this point to sing higher.
Maybe.
You know, so
I was gonna say, like, I think like the growl, he had a little bit of a growl on like Atlas Rise and Moth into Flame. I think that sounded better on him than some of the stuff that was like on Death Magnetic, and definitely some of the stuff that he was trying to do on Saint Anger, which was like he literally was like cracking his voice. It was terrible.
Yeah, but at least this one, like with the vocal layering, it's two different, completely contrasting styles. They're not trying to harmonize. They're trying to just create an aura, and they do it pretty well here.
Yeah.
So, like I said, spooky scary.
Spooky
scary.
Well, it's about Cthulhu, so yes, a little bit of spooky scary.
Yeah, I don't like fucking squids.
Dude, you'd be freaked out by when we went to the aquarium last weekend. We saw this. We saw the fucking octopus.
No,
like he didn't move around, but goddamn, that thing is freaky as fuck.
Well, of all the things in the sea, I think octopi scare me like among all.
Well, Rachel's convinced that they're aliens. Like convinced that octopuses.
She's not saying they're aliens, but they're aliens.
They're fucking aliens. They're not of this world.
That is a theory.
Did you see like the video of it was like a crack yay big and an entire full size fucking octopus back there. I was like, no, fuck that shit. The world's over.
And they can walk on land too.
No, fuck it, we're done. It's over. It's like that Simpsons episode with the goddamn dolphins. They just wanted it more. Fuck that shit.
All right, let's get back on topic here. All right, next up is the last track on disc 1, and this is Halo on Fire.
Wait,
that can go either way.
Wait, is this the one?
I think so. Halo on Fire, right? Because you made the joke about holy shit.
Because he
Halo
said
on Fire.
Because he said he said phenomenal.
Oh.
Which is an AJ Styles reference. But like, I'm looking at the booklet right now. But this is kind of hitting the territory that I usually dislike as far as Metallica goes. It's like the 1, 2, 3 word blurts. So I'm hoping like the way it's presented is better, but like what I'm seeing right here, I'm like, I'm not going to be happy, am I?
Oh, well, let's find out.
I hope you have a steam cleaner for your carpet. With these guitar harmonies, they sound like it could be like I want King Diamond to come out of nowhere and be like,
right?
I feel like this is gonna be another one that the build-up takes a long ass time.
Yeah.
The thing is, at least this one is different.
That's awesome.
God damn.
Okay. Got a lot to say about this already.
Again, Robert Trujillo present.
Oh yeah. If he wasn't, like, you wasted this part.
Right. Holy fuck.
Okay. That is my favorite song so far on this fucking album.
Wow, guys.
Holy shit.
That was so fucking good.
Like,
holy
okay,
fuck.
Probably my favorite song on Garage Inc. is their cover of Blue Oyster Cult's
Thank you.
And that
sounded like
that's
astronomy.
what that is. That you're talking about what song, like what style of vocals like suits Hetfield the most? It's that. That's how he should sing.
Oh my god.
That's how they should play. Like that sounds so. At points, that sound like a goddamn Amorphous song. Are you kidding me? That was amazing. Like
that whole second half of the fucking song was like it reminded me so much of astronomy, and I thought, like you said, that's what they should be playing.
The first part of it, to some extent.
Oh
too.
my god.
It's different territory for sure for Metallica, and it's definitely fantastic territory.
Yeah.
If this is the song that Pat posted earlier today, then I can definitely understand what he's
yes.
talking about.
Yeah.
Holy
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure it was.
That's definitely great. Honestly, if anybody finds fault with that song because of that fact, Pete, you give him the.
You go fuck yourself. Like I can't even. There's no way that someone could dislike that track. Like, for all the shit that we've given Metallica, like, in recent years, that might very well have redeemed a lot of it. Like, at least for me. I'll just speak for myself.
There
like
was
that. Wow.
there was a good 30 to 45 seconds or so before they hit that second half that I was kind of losing it a bit, and then it just kind of picked up that
Yeah.
second half.
When that one melodic line came in that kind of like carried the rest of the second half, holy shit.
Yeah, I agree with you. There was a point that I was starting to get a little disinterested, but then they just catch you by surprise.
And with two things, I had mentioned the lyrics before, and I was a little worried about this. Lyrics do work for the way that they present it in the
Yes.
song.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I'm okay with that, especially because like the first half of it was that whole like let's repeat the same word over and over thing. Like it works for this, and then they kind of pick it up later on. Number two, since we were talking about the vocal style of the previous song, where he kind of sounds like he's not trying to yell at you. The first half of the song is him trying to fucking yell at you, and it works. It's fine. It's good. So right now, I think. Fuck you, Moth into Flames.
Yeah,
Well,
it's a
I
se-
will
it's-
say that.
I would say that for like if we're going for a pure thrash song, Moth into Flames is the
Yes.
song on the album.
Yeah.
But if we're going for Metallica as of 2016, that is the fucking song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they came out with another album soon and did more of that, I'm sure they piss off a lot of people. But I think
No, that sounds like a mature band who knows what the fuck they're doing, and
yes.
they don't need to appease anybody. They're just writing good songs, and that is a good fucking song.
That was a really good song.
God damn,
play it live.
man, that was good.
I think we need a breather to absorb that one.
Yeah,
right?
Wow.
I'm already thinking like I'm gonna go home and listen to that specific track.
This is
Quite a
getting
bit,
like uploaded to the iPod immediately
Oh,
for
yeah.
my workout tomorrow morning. That is for sure. God damn.
This intermission is brought to you by Mangoes
Product of Mexico.
and Steel Reserve. Are you 211?
and Buckler from Holland.
And Buckler from Holland. So far, this is the best Metallica album in about 8 years.
Such a douche. Man, that guy's a douche.
What was the line from Alice in Chains? This is the best show we've done in 3 years. The only show.
we've done in 3 years. So we're going to disc 2 now. While Dan walks away.
I'm still here. I ain't going too far.
All right, the first track up is a song called Confusion. Let's check this shit out. Yo, we, yo, yo.
A lot of them have that fucking feel of them, right? Like,
That was a change up.
okay.
Cyanide, living dead. Okay, never mind.
He said, fuck you, Dan.
It's like fuck your shit, asshole. That guy's a douche. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another
Season of the
change up?
Abyss.
Well, let's say, yeah, you're right. It
Get
is
South of
like-
Heaven, Season of the Abyss. We're hitting the best of Slayer right now. Really gotta stop with that duh, dubba da da, dubba
Well,
dubba
yeah,
dubba da.
I think this one serves a purpose though, because obviously I don't. The track has to do with PTSD. That sounds very. That's a military march right there, and I think a lot of the snare drum hits has a sound of like the machine gun thing. So I think that might be on purpose on this one.
Yeah, for this, yeah, that's fine. But for some of the other tracks, it's like, hey, dude, you should have stopped like 5 minutes.
That's what I was gonna say. For me, it just comes down again to a timing issue. Like, this needed to be a little bit more concise, I feel like, and then it would have been a really, really good track.
If this were the only track that did it, I'd be a little more okay. But
Yeah.
like, we were just, this is track number 7, and we're like, yo, you need to stop.
Because it started off really good, and I was like on board, like, oh, this might be a contender for Moth into Flame, and then it was like, this is drawing on a little bit too much, and I don't know. It's still a good track, I think.
Yeah, it's a good track. It's just
It hits the better sides of Death Magnetic. I the split in the discs, I'm wondering if it's gonna play out like equal parts, because Hardwire started off with like the heavier parts of Death Magnetic. This kind of hits a little bit more on the better, more melodic side of death metal. Because maybe they'll play out like the next track. I'm waiting for some good ass solos. Let's go.
Well, this next track is the hell yeah track for me because it's Man Unkind, and I don't know if that's intentional. Like, did they make the
Yes.
Okay. Like, I don't know.
Undeniable.
Undeniable. Well, the thing about this one is, I didn't get to watch the video, but the video is a tribute to black metal.
What?
Wait, no. The video is because it features a lot of. If number one, it's directed by one of the guys who was from Bathory, and it features the guys who are cast in the new Lords of Chaos movie, which is the story of Mayhem.
Okay.
So those actors are in this video, corpse paint and everything.
Oh my god! Like,
So-
okay,
Okay.
all right. You
So
changed my mind so far.
we'll see what the song sounds like. That's just what
God
the video.
damn it!
is.
I can't believe I haven't watched any of those fucking videos.
Can I just ask, like, did they just happen to like walk into a forest and catch black metal artists like fucking Pokemon?
No. The fact is that like they've worked with this director before on a couple of videos, I think. And again, this guy's directing the new Lords of Chaos movie, and they brought the actors in, and they acted in this video. One of the actors is actually I think is Rory Culkin, which is one of them is Macaulay Culkin's brother. I forget which one he plays, but I feel bad for whoever has to play Varg. So.
Yeah.
Listen, you're about to say some really bad shit.
Apologize now.
I
Here's
have an
some
idea of
soap.
who he's playing. But Lord of Chaos, the book, is an amazing book. Y'all should read that.
Yeah. So apparently the guys from Mayhem are not on board with this movie, so it's we'll see what happens.
That's why they're going out and playing their first album on tour. Remember, this is the real deal. Fuck that movie.
All right, so we are going to Man Unkind. Here we go.
This sounds like fucking everything Iron Maiden.
I was just gonna say that.
Post Brave New World.
Yeah.
Like that bass intro to everything.
Again, Rob Trujillo on the fucking record.
And now like a My Friend in Misery thing where you.
Yeah, right.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
No, this is a little bit more.
God damn, I was trying to think of what song it was. I was like, God damn.
Stop, guys.
I would blame Lars on that one.
Yeah,
That's all he does.
Of
because
course.
he doesn't know how to do anything else.
Who the fuck else would it be?
Again, come up in a minute and a half, not a single word.
This does not sound like black metal to me.
Again, it's the video. We fucking nailed it.
Oh, wait.
I have the lyrics.
Oh,
Oh, man.
Okay.
That was really bad, dude.
I don't
that,
like that song.
That was the roughest solo I've ever fucking heard.
Dude, I think
Holy
Kurt, he must
shit.
have ran out of ideas or something like that.
No,
'Cause that was bad.
That sounded like he was pissed off and was like, "Fuck you, Lars," and just like record the first goddamn take of it, and that was
Oh
it.
my god.
Like,
So it was 8 songs in.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
8 out of 12. That is the worst song we've heard so far. Like even like Hardwired is
It's
better
not.
than that.
Yeah.
the
that-
Hardwire's like more coherent of a song than that. Like, there was a couple of parts that around like the 4:30, 5:30 mark. Like his little vocal thing there was pretty cool, but other than that,
That was like almost 7 minutes of plot.
It had a lot of elements that could have been good, but it just kind of dropped the ball every time.
Yeah.
it did not keep up with anything.
Yeah. And it's one of those cases where like you're worried like the song title is going to say it all, but
Man, that does.
no,
I had a feeling, and that
Wow.
yeah.
I still want to check out the video, but goddamn, I might listen to some actual black metal when I watch it. Man, fuck
treat.
you, Lars, and your drums. Goddamn, like
Yeah, like
This is one we haven't mentioned the drums since Hardwired. I think that on this song the drums. Were
yeah,
way too
that was
fucking loud.
way too much.
but like I think it's not necessarily the rest of the drums, it's mostly the snare drum, and that's the thing he focuses on the most.
Yeah, he hits that pretty goddamn hard.
It's just so much of that like repetitious, boring fills of dagga 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 dagga, and that's
He's been
all
doing
it
that
is.
since Sad But True.
But I know, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
even so, like okay, you've been playing drums in this band for 33 years now. Is that right?
It's 30 some odd years.
30
Yeah.
something, yeah.
We're talking like 81.
We're talking a long ass fucking time. You
35
could have
years.
God.
could have learned how to do a few different fills.
I remember the joke from a year and a half in the life of Metallica when they were recording the Black Album. They had so many extra fills that they had fills for sale. They might as well tap into some of that reserves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Throw them in here a little bit.
I think I saw that because I had the VHS copy of the first half.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just. But the thing is, like, fills for sales, you play the same fucking notes, perhaps in a slightly different cadence, maybe a slightly different order, but it's all the fucking same. And 8 tracks in, I'm tired of fucking hearing. That's it.
I don't know. It's the one fill that allows him to do the Lars face most consistently. Is what it is. No, I'm not kidding. Like, that's every fucking video is just him doing that. And
Yeah, it's true.
so
Just a constantly repeating, like, GIF file of him.
yeah.
It's just.
Pretty much.
I mean, people have given Lars shit as a drummer for decades now.
Yeah.
You'd think, like, you'd want to at least sit there and be like, check out what I can fucking do.
No, I mean, fucking Metallica.
It's like, no, I'm in the most commercially successful band in the world. I'm starting to sound like the second most commercially successful metal band in the world. Fucking Avenged Sevenfold. Because that sounded like an Avenged Sevenfold song.
Actually, yeah, that would probably fit really well on the stage.
Yeah. No, Hail of the King was pretty good. Comparatively.
Yeah, comparatively. I mean, that song is definitely was.
But listen to this, though. I'm starting to feel like, latter-day Avenged Sevenfold and Metallica is running exactly at the same level. They're running parallel, sound-wise.
All right,
Well-
but I think at least the tracks we've heard up into Man Unkind are a lot more interesting than what Avenged Sevenfold.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. What Avenged Sevenfold's put out, in the last decade or so. But again, comparatively, Hail to the King was better than the rest of the stuff they've released around it because they sound like everything else.
Yeah.
So.
But we still got a few more shitty titled names here.
What's the next one?
Next
No,
one
it better
is
not
Here
suck.
Comes Revenge.
So when I heard that that track name, all I could think of was a Simpsons episode where it's one of Troy McClure's videos, and he's like, "Here comes the metric system."
Actually, like, what's going through my mind... I didn't have this thought until just now, but what's going through my mind right now is fucking Twisted Metal with Sweet Tooth. I don't know why. And I'm hoping, like...
I got nothing.
Well, yeah, no, I can see it.
I'm
I
hoping
think more of like Rob Zombie whenever I think of Twisted Metal. So
that's because, like, his entire first album was the soundtrack to the, like,
it was
the
Super
third game.
Beast and like something else. I don't remember.
But I am, like, again, some of these titles are pretty rough. I'm hoping this is better than the
I
title
was
on.
I was just very.
The number-
Faith in Man, it doesn't sound right.
Yeah, I know.
It's
We
like
gotta.
the cadence and the way he delivered it just sounded so like forced.
This was definitely like a phoned-in track.
Oh man,
Undonable. I'm looking
honestly, they probably had to like add that one track to make it a double album.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Like, does need? I really hope that this wasn't like unnecessarily a double album.
I think it was, considering that like it clocks in like I think totally they said that it clocks in like 70 some odd minutes long. I think Anima is like 70 minutes long, and that's one disc.
Load clocks in at fucking 78 minutes, I thought.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, I think it was like almost the longest you can possibly put onto a CD at that time, which I don't think it's changed since then.
Yeah,
But
still.
Just saying, I think you could shave off a few minutes. Still,
Well, we already said that just because of some of the intros they have. I mean, again, that was another song that took like another minute and a half to get into vocals.
yeah.
And the thing is, like, some of the songs that they've done that with, they have some interesting guitar parts in there. This one was just not interesting at all.
yeah, as a total package, this didn't work out.
Ugh.
Yeah, this was not Lex Luger. No total package here.
All right.
All right, let's stop with the wrestling references. And now here comes Revenge.
You got that one, at least.
He came out when I was watching, so I knew that.
I'm saying. I'm sorry.
Didn't we just hear this song?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
I'm trying to think of which one this is.
It's off of Injustice.
Yeah. Not Short of Straw, right? And the road becomes my variety. God damn it!
Oh my god.
Well, here it comes, motherfucker. With a vengeance.
Ah!
You made the rule, motherfucker. Drink it up.
Fuck you!
You got the
I
lyrics
can't
right in
take
front of
this.
you.
This is far worse.
Hey, by the way, revenge. Oh my god.
Well, whatever. This part's fine. He's not singing. It's fine.
As long as he's not saying the word fucking revenge, everything's fine. Revenge!
You got the fucking lyrics in front of you. You should know that was coming.
Or does it just say revenge once?
X30.
Like, there's a bunch of words and then revenge. Like if you kind of like blur your eyes out, all you see is the word revenge repeatedly.
Now I'm thinking about that scene in Romeo and Juliet. It's got sayings for mulching, trimming, and revenge.
It's unnecessarily powerful. I need that clip. Lord!
Like, dude. Comes another pissed off solo.
Damn it.
That one was 7 minutes and 16 seconds long. What the fuck?
You know what? The chorus didn't bother me the second and third time around. First time was kind of,
I did
You
not.
started to enjoy hearing revenge.
Like,
I
it's,
didn't know. I didn't mind it actually. I mean,
I don't.
it's the name of the song.
To me,
it's what it's about.
the verse is fine. No, but that chorus was not. I didn't like that. It's just weird because at some point you would think that like someone would just say, "Listen, I get it." Like maybe I don't know.
Sometimes I always wonder what would happen if James Hetfield would ever leave Metallica and become a rhythm guitarist and a writer for somebody else.
Such as.
I don't know. Let's just say he got the Mike Portnoy to drum for him.
Hold on, I have a clip for that.
No, I'm just saying. Like, I think we're talking about. I mean, Hetfield wrote the lyrics. We're talking about how like the lyrics aren't that very good. We're talking about how bad the drumming is.
How about, you know what? Let's turn this around. How would Metallica sound with a better drummer?
The thing is, we're not done yet, though. The thing is, we're also ripping on Kurt because his guitar playing is not that good on this record. I mean, I just don't. I just think he's sloppy.
All right, the first disc right now is kind of carrying this.
Is
Oh,
the
yeah.
album like this so far? I could have done without this.
Yeah, this like it could have been an EP. We went just fine right now.
I,
So far,
I don't know. It could have been a fine fucking album.
Right? Because you got 7 tracks on there, which is like almost the normal length of a classic Metallica record. Mm-hmm. And you know, each one of those tracks, except for Hardwired, was probably pushing 6 minutes.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's like half an hour worth of music right there. Mm-hmm. I mean, and we'll see what the last 3 sound like. But the thing is, what we're talking about here is that without Kirk, without Lars, Hetfield, rhythm guitar, someone else singing, just Hetfield writing songs. What would they sound like? They sound so much better. Because his riffs are fucking great. I love them.
they might sound like Lulu.
No.
No, I wouldn't go that far.
I want to go that far. No, because Hetfield's writing some good fucking riffs here. I think it's just getting ruined by Lars's lack of imagination and Kirk's fucking. He's probably just like going through the motions at this point.
Yeah,
He's pissed.
you can almost sense that he's just pissed off to being in this band or something. Like
he's just playing. Like, yeah, that's good.
it sounds disjointed. It sounds like they just kind of brought him in after the fact. Like everything was done, and he's just like, oh, just whatever. Give me the wah
That's how it was
pedal.
in the past, honestly.
Yeah,
that's what
but it's like
this-
really fucking obvious here, though, and I don't know.
Yeah, I think that there's just no
Like those
feeling behind
fucking
what he's
bluesy
doing.
ass solos just don't fit with a lot of these songs. Like
So a couple things. This was better than the previous track.
It was better than the previous track, but the thing is, that's not really saying that much.
No.
Yes, of course. It's still the snare drum only drum fills are fucking killing me at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're destroying me. I feel like the producer went into the room. Again, I'm not blaming the producer for this. This is just me making up some sort of
Scenario.
joke. Making up a joking scenario. He came in, took away all the stuff except for the snare drum, the bass drum, and a fucking cymbal and said, now make this album.
Fucking do it.
And it made me think of that bit from the TV show Titus, where the younger brother Dave wanted to move out of the house, and he said, "Okay, I want my room painted. Okay, you buy the paint and you paint it. You watch me." Basically, I was like, "I'm going to take away all your drums and you make some fills. You watch me." And that's basically how I feel, because like all the drum fills are exactly the same, and it makes it really kind of dull because it makes a lot of the songs sound the same.
Yeah.
It worked well in previous songs because they had other things kind of filling in the gaps of banality, but for these last three, it's been kind of like, like these feel like throwaway tracks at this point.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping the next three tracks pick it up, but yeah, like you guys had it going so well at the end of the first disc, and you've just you've Metallica'd the ball.
Yes, you were losing a little
I'm
hope
losing
here.
my faith in mankind here.
Ugh.
You shut your whore mouth.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the next song is.
Am I savage?
Yeah.
Why is this not about Randy Savage? No,
No.
I almost feel compelled to skip this song.
The
Yeah,
fact of the
we're-
matter is that
We're talking
you're
about
not the first person
unoriginality.
to make that fucking joke.
Actually, though, in the lyrics, though, the first line, ooh. Should
Did you
follow
really
my-
write that?
Yeah, it says, ooh, run away, the past will bite again. Ooh, no matter where you will dwell. Or no matter where you dwell.
Man.
The fact that it's not followed by a yeah pisses me off.
Oh, I can't wait for this fucking track.
Do a Slim Jim.
Macho Man, Randy Savage's rap album. Play the track. Play the track. Am I savage?
Okay, here we go. Am I savage?
I'm a savage.
Can you handle it? See, at this point, I'm not giving in to like the initial like 30 seconds.
I know.
Yeah, I know,
really
because it's
good.
just gonna be the fucking drum fill's gonna happen at the 30-second mark. Not gonna be fucking tricked again. Oh, I swear to God. No. Okay.
Okay.
Not
It was
yet,
so
not
close.
yet.
It was so close.
Drive by. Blah, blah, blah.
Here comes.
Oh, you motherfucker. God damn you, Lars.
You're Metallica. You are the biggest commercial metal band in the world. You can afford some extra fucking drums, you piece of shit. Macho Man.
Yeah. We got.
Oh my
Pat's got to do it on the video now.
Yeah, no, like-
That's
like-
not even a joke.
The problem with this video is going to be that there's so many obvious jokes.
Yeah.
It's going to be so fucking lazy it hurts. But this second disc is lazy it hurts.
Look at this. Don't say yes, I am.
Iron Man.
Pause it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't know. It's just it was a little boring.
Yeah. So far, this disc has been kind of second disc has been boring.
It's like there's 4 tracks in out of 6 of the second disc, and none of them have really been a full-on thumbs up.
No.
Right now, like literally, disc 1 is likely going to end up having a hole burn through it, whereas disc 2 is going to be like it's collecting dust. Disc
Yeah.
3, yeah, it might have like a slight bit of burn mark from playing, but disc 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only disc worth listening to so far.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like they took all that good faith that they took in disc 1 and they just kind of like threw load and reload back at you.
Well, maybe that's part of the reason why they put it into 2 discs. Is like, hey, this one's awesome. This one,
But again, it begs the question: then why fucking do a double album? Like, if your double album is gonna be one half great and then the other half shit, it's not really a double album. It's just let's just fucking get as much as we can out. I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. Either do a fully great 2 sets of tracks, or just do the one. Just like do the one that you feel you feel the most confident in, I guess.
Or if you're gonna release a second disc of, let's call it B material, say that it is B material.
Yes.
And somebody, please, for the love of God, take away the wah pedal from Kirk Hammett.
Yeah.
That was obnoxious.
The wah pedal and the snare drum, like, they're not allowed. No more.
I mean, that was it's painful. We don't do that's the bonus.
Okay, so we're on to the second to last song on the disc, on disc 2, which is the inferior disc.
So far, definitely not.
And right now, you're not exactly winning me over with Murder 1.
Well, this is the tribute to Lemmy. Murder One is the name of the bass head that Lemmy used.
Okay.
So this is the Lemmy song.
Okay, this better not be like Snoop Dogg Murder Was the Case, which I have no problem
Stop
with.
talking.
I have no problem with Snoop Dogg.
Shut your whore mouth.
I have nothing to follow up with. I don't know what Snoop Dogg song. Gin and Juice.
Jesus.
Dre song.
Dre. Stop fooling me with your shit album.
Disc 2.
Well, they
but
did it faster now.
They've all started off sounding really good and then was like, aha, fooled you. That didn't help the argument at all.
No.
They're 5 for 5 right now with the second disc. Like, everything is just like...
I mean, compared to the previous, that was okay. It was still boring, but it was okay.
Everything is kind of like, meh, it's good.
Like, on just this album alone, I prefer that song of all of them. I don't know.
I mean...
Like, they could have kept the first album and maybe taken, like, one of these songs, added it to the first, and then just done it.
Yeah.
That would have been it. That would have been a full album.
No, because grabbing any one of these 5 tracks that we've heard so far would tarnish the rest of the other tracks.
Remember when we thought Hardwired was the worst track on the album?
Dude,
Yeah.
it's crazy because it actually sounds so much better now. Like,
Yeah,
it's
let's
what
go
the
listen to that first disc.
Like, I don't know what happened.
Seriously though, like, the first disc was just so compelling and ended so strong, and then it's like, oh, by the way, second act, fuck you.
Right? I mean, they got one more track left, and I've heard apparently this is one that got a lot of attention when the videos are coming out. Spit Out the Bone.
Yes.
So a lot of people were all about this track. So we'll see what happens. But so far, this second disc has been like the most boring parts of Load, Reload, and Death Magnetic all combined into one.
Yep.
The upside, though, is that, like, they're all combined together. The first disc was surprising, very good. And so far, the second disc has been meh. Maybe they knew that, too, and they were like, just shove it all together.
They shouldn't have done that. They should have just not released these songs.
Because it makes it, like, really hard to listen to. Like, if you just had it sporadically, like, here's one shitty track, and now here's a couple of good ones. Now here's another shitty track. Like, I could deal with that. This is a slog, man.
Yeah.
This whole second disc so far has been kind of hard to listen to.
Yeah. Maybe the mentality is like, we're Metallica, you're going to buy it anyway. Here, have some shit.
Aren't they right? Because we have 2 physical copies of it.
Yeah.
Don't say we never give the peoples nothing. Just give you all the things. All right, so let's go on to the last track, Spit Out the Bone. Kind of a fitting title for the last track on the album. Let's see how it goes.
Let's see how it goes.
Oh my god, I hate it. Never mind.
Don't get
Don't get excited.
this shit on the first fucking
What
disc.
in the fuck, dude? Like,
What the hell?
Make you listen to all that for finally this?
You gotta earn it.
I guess so. Oh, there's that fucking snare drum though. God damn it.
Bring it in there. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh no, okay.
Doesn't this sound like Moth into Flame or?
Feels like it's Justice for All. Not the song, the album. Hetfield sounds like the one that's pissed off on this one.
Yeah.
We had to get through 5 tracks of shit for this. Yeah, I'd be pissed too.
That's the bass sound that should have been on Murder 1.
So that made up for the rest of the disc.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have taken that track, throw it onto the disc 1, and that could have been the album,
That's-
and we would.
yeah.
We're
I
done.
think even the audience would have been extremely happy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, even the most critical of the audience would have been like, I'm gonna shut up for a little while. But the 5 tracks that pretty much made up the rest of the second disc bogs down this
Yeah.
release hardcore.
It gives the trolls a lot of ammunition.
It most
Oh, yeah.
to say that.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
And it kind of feels like Metallica's like, hey, you guys want to be trolls? We can be trolls too. Here's a disc 2.
Yeah, this too definitely was not worth it. I mean, like you said, we could have put Spit Out the Bone on disc 1, called it an album.
Yeah, actually, Spit at the Bone definitely would not have ended the first disc. Like, this, what's on Halo on Fire would have ended the album, period.
Yeah.
Period.
No,
Yeah,
that
like,
is
you
the
would
end
have
track.
ended. You would have ended with an erection that
anything-
would have killed anybody that came close
If
to you.
anything, you put Spit Out the Bone before Halo
Yeah.
Fire, have those two as your closing tracks, that would have been a great fucking record.
Seven tracks, not unheard of for a Metallica record. That the first 4 were
8.
at most 9.
Yeah.
At most 10 because of Kill 'Em All, but
Oh, true.
still, like, their peak time 8 tracks.
Yeah. This is
If Metallica is smart, they will end their next album with Halo on Fire. Because it's that good of a goddamn song.
Pete, how old are you right now?
Me?
Yes.
30.
Okay, you will be 38 by that time.
I'll be pushing 50.
You will be old as fuck, and you will still not have enough gray hair to make me happy. You piece of shit.
What the fuck?
Cause I'm old as fuck since I was fucking 20.
It's because you're bald.
I know. Look at my hair. It's where
Lack thereof.
I wear a top hat. Okay, so let's talk about everything overall.
Okay.
Which I think we're just gonna end up reiterating here.
You know what I think I need to do is I need to listen to it straight through, because we broke it up after every song and gave our opinion. I think I just need to listen to it as one cohesive unit to really give an honest opinion. But I really doubt that my opinion of this too is going to change.
Yeah, I honestly,
Absolutely.
yeah, I feel like you might want to be lifting the heaviest stuff during disc 1, and then go for the lighter shit
No,
during
it's
disc 2.
good. No, it's going to be good because this too is going to be where I'm starting to suck wind a little bit, and then Spit Out the Bone, come on, finish up, I can go home.
Sex metaphor.
Not sex metaphor, you bitch.
Sex. There's definitely I want to revisit the first album for sure, but you're right. Like, there's just, to me, I didn't feel that there was a lot of redeeming qualities of the first 5 tracks on disc 2. They're very, very samey, redundant, fucking full of his goddamn fills, and yeah. I just can't imagine me going back and having some kind of catharsis, like, oh, now I understand what they were trying to go for with this fucking track.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
I think I feel the same way, because even with the gripe that I had for the song Hardwired, like, comparatively, it was a much more engaging track than
The
Yeah.
fact of the matter is
5
that
6 songs.
Hardwired actually fit the first disc much more than the entire second disc fit the whole
Whole
album as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they just felt like they almost felt like leftovers of like the mid '90s to early 2000s Metallica. It's just,
It felt like leftovers in general.
yeah.
Like, again, a lot of the songs started off like, "Oh man, this sounds awesome," and then suddenly, "Oh, it's
You know what they should have done? They should have done like what they did with Death Magnetic. They released an EP called Beyond Magnetic, which had 4 songs on it that were leftovers from the Death Magnetic sessions. They sold that as an EP. They should have done the same thing with this.
They would have sold an entire extra album, so it'd basically
They
basically be load and reload.
Oof.
I like load and reload, but still,
It's called good and bad.
there's got to be a point where a group of musicians can realize, like, hey, half of this sounds pretty fucking badass, and half of this, it sounds like shit, so we should probably release them separately. And as we've said on the first disc, as much as we loved the first disc, a lot of it could be cut down, and therefore this album could be cut down to 1 disc. 2 discs, not necessary.
No.
Absolutely not.
So, we're going to have a lot more to say about this because this is, again, what you've seen here are our initial reactions from most of the tracks. We are going to be doing a full-on review of this. There is no doubt that we're all going to get a full-on earful of this. Not just us, but the guys from the New York side.
By then we might actually hate the album.
I don't know. I mean,
I-
like everything being said, Atlas Rise, Moth to Flame, and Halo on Fire. Honestly, there's such great songs that they do make this a worthwhile purchase, in my opinion.
So if like Halo on Fire was released as a single, I think you would probably be like, "Oh my God, you guys can stop now. Like you're
Yeah.
done. You've reached your point. You're done."
Yeah, like, can you imagine if that was the first teaser track? We would have lost our goddamn minds.
And
like,
then we've been utterly disappointed.
Yes.
Yeah,
This is the rest.
yeah, which is good. Which you know what? Honestly, in a way, is good because like Hardwired is that middle track. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, it doesn't suck shit as much as the second disc, but here's the first disc. But either way, we are going to talk about this more in depth when we do our full on real review of the new Metallica album for the Shred Shack in the coming weeks. But until then, let us know what you thought of this album on our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Shred Shack. And obviously, this is a video. Let us know on our YouTube comments below, either on my channel at youtube.com/AdamantTemplum or on the official Shred Shack YouTube channel, youtube.com/The Shred Shack. Metallica, like, yes, and
This is a thumbs up, thumbs down.
yeah, it's like it's really polarizing right now.
Yeah.
So let us know what you think. Go.